It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Thursday, March 23rd. I'm James Spann. The weather nice and quiet today and tomorrow, but an active beginning to the weekend with a chance of strong to severe storms at least part of the day Saturday into Saturday night, and maybe more strong storms early next week. It's that time of the year. Here we go. Big trough in the western states. That will be progressive. That brings us the active beginning to the weekend. Temperatures this morning as cool as 42 in Huntsville and Decatur. Anniston 49, Birmingham 53, Tuscaloosa 49. We'll expect a high around 70 today. Very comfortable day. Around the nation, very cold air in the Northeast U.S., where they're waiting on spring to begin, but elsewhere things are looking pretty good. There's the watch warning map. Those bright pink counties off to the west, those are red flag warnings from eastern Colorado down into western Texas. But big storms will likely crank up later today. We have a risk of severe weather from West Texas up into the Central Plains. Tomorrow, a risk of severe weather. Getting closer to Alabama, cities like Dallas, Tulsa, Little Rock, Shreveport, Jackson. And then on day 3, a risk of severe storms from the Gulf Coast up to about St. Louis. Here's a closer look at the Alabama situation. You can see the standard slight risk basically along and west of a line from around Decatur to Birmingham to Montgomery and then down to Andalusia. And then a marginal risk on the eastern side of the state. Of course, we'll talk about this as we go. And then let's jump to day 4. This is Sunday, a risk of severe weather west of the state. And then day 5 on Monday, a risk of severe weather just west of here with another surface low developing over Arkansas. So must be tornado season around here, as you can see. This is the rain for the next 7 days, about 1 inch for much of the state, valid through Thursday morning of next week. So, model fans, here we go, the GFS. 06E run, 1 o'clock this afternoon, troughing over the western states. Down below that, a pretty nice day here, a mix of sun and clouds with a high, I'd say between 68 and 71 for most spots. We note the surface low developing northeast of Denver. Tomorrow, that surface low is on the Kansas-Oklahoma state line under 1,000 millibars. Alabama's still dry. Partly sunny with low to mid-70s likely, but again, the chance of severe weather is going to be east of the dry line, basically east of I-35 in Tulsa, Dallas, Shreveport, Little Rock. Now, this is Saturday. The surface low is approaching St. Louis. It's filling a bit, but obviously that's a favorable setup for severe weather synoptically for down here in the Deep South. So let's take a look at some of the severe weather parameters. This is the low-level jet, about 5,000 feet off the ground, 7 o'clock Saturday evening. And those numbers exceed 50 knots over about the northern third of the state. And obviously that is favorable for severe weather. This is the instability. And these numbers aren't overwhelming where you see the brighter shades of blue. That's over 1,000 joules per kilogram. Typically in late March, you want to see these maybe a little higher for a big type day. But certainly that's sufficient for severe weather. Here's a look at the crossover. The red barbs, that's basically at the surface. The blue barbs, that's 5,000 feet. The black barbs, that's about 18,000 feet. And you can see how the wind changes direction with altitude. Here's forecast sounding for Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. And again, you notice the favorable directional shear, dry air in the mid-levels. The hazard type shows up here as marginal tornado. The STP on this run, by the way, these values coming off the NAM is about 1 unit, but this could change again. We're still, a couple of days away, but clearly we'll have the risk of strong to severe storms Saturday, probably Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. I still think the main 12-hour window, it's going to be noon to midnight at this point. Just be aware that could change, but if you've got something planned outdoors, just be aware of this potential. Rain amounts probably about 1 inch. Sunday, the showers will be ending pretty early in the day. And just maybe we'll see the sun break out Sunday afternoon. No cold air involved in this. The high will be in the 70s. And then we note Sunday a new surface low develops around the Oklahoma Panhandle. And then Monday, that low is near Fort Smith, Arkansas, and that could bring another chance of strong, maybe severe storms. So again, just something to watch. I don't think it rains all day Monday, but the storms that do form could pack a punch. And then Tuesday, that surface low pulls away. We'll maintain the chance of lingering showers mainly Tuesday morning. And then Wednesday, we get into dry air. The low would be around 50. The high would be in the low 70s. And there's a week from today, Thursday, March 30th, another trough over Texas. Another surface low begins to form. We're dry Thursday of next week, if this is right. And then this is Friday of next week, March 31st. Another surface low near Fort Smith, Arkansas, and another chance of strong, maybe severe storms at the end of next week. Like we've talked about, a very busy pattern setting up here. And this is the end of the forecast period. The next day, Saturday, April 1st, another trough in the west. And again, a surface boundary over central Alabama, but this would suggest probably another chance of strong to severe storms, maybe just beyond this period. Numbers off the European, very typical for late March and April. Highs mostly in the 70s, lows mostly in the 50s. No sign of our expected final cold snap yet, but again, I just have a funny feeling we'll have one more run at frost or freeze before this thing is over. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.